It's one of the most popular shows in all of American musical theater, a show that can be performed on a vast stage with lavish sets and costumes, or in a more intimate setting like a small country church. I'm talking about Godspell. It's coming to a theater near you very soon, and Justin Barnett and Craig First are here from Theater Tuscaloosa to tell me more about it. Guys, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. This is one of my favorite shows. I've actually seen it, I think, 4 times through the years. Tell us all about it.
Well, this is actually my 3rd time to be in Godspell.
Oh, look at you. Touche.
In high school, I did it my freshman year, and then I did it recently, probably 2 or 3 years ago at a church, and now at Theater Tuscaloosa, and it's completely different every time. It can be approached in the religious setting or in the more just about teaching a lesson to everyone about how to love one another and just really come together and build a community, and that's the approach we're taking with it at Theater Tuscaloosa, is more, after everything that happened last April and everything, just rebuilding a community from, destruction and everything, just how everyone can come together and just be one and love regardless of who you are, where you come from.
Now this is, Godspell is the story of Christ based on the Gospel of Matthew, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So tell us a little bit about how that works in this sort of goofy, colorful, very sing-songy, lots of tap dancing and choreography. How does that all work together? Because a lot of people, they hear that and they think, oh gosh, this is just going to be awful. They're going to be making fun of Jesus. But that's not the case at all.
No, and it's really, I mean, there's a lot of biblical reference, and it's obviously about the Bible and stuff. But I don't really see it as a show mainly about religion. It's more about like ideals and like beliefs and things like they tell the parables in a way that everyone can understand, I think. And so it's not to like make fun of Jesus or whatever, but it's more of like taking it in a more relatable sense.
Now, you mentioned, Justin, that you've done the show 3 times. I've seen it a number of times. And I agree with you. Every time you see it or that you're in it, it's very different depending on the location and the direction that people take with the show. And one of the things that tends to differ from time to time is costumes and the setting and just the way those schemes work. Tell us a little bit about, is this going to be a more modern Godspell? Is this going to be kind of one of the more 60s style where everything's very psychedelic? I was looking at the poster, and that's kind of what it made me feel like.
Well, like you said, the last time I did it at the church, we had it very stereotypical. Each person had a stereotypical personality. I guess you'd say, like, you had the jock, the prep, the really, pretty lady, so to speak, and all of those kind of personalities. But in this one, we're taking more of not the clown approach like a lot of people do, like the 60s. We're doing more of a childlike approach. We're doing, the way they told us to think about our costumes was, if you could have worn anything in the 6th grade that you wanted to, what would it have been? And think about that, because we've been able to work with Jeanette Waterman, the resident costumer, with our costumes, not just her giving us something to wear. We've been able to work one-on-one with her and sort of build our costumes around our own personality and also what she sees us wearing. And so we're kind of crazy 6th grade kid, like I'm wearing a fedora and thick frame glasses and a sweater vest and like crazy colored shorts. And then one of the other cast members, Erin Davis, she's in a tutu and pigtails and like a little tank top and some tights. So it's just everything, but it's bright is the main approach that we're going for. And as far as set goes, we've had, the last one I did, it was a bunch of scaffolding, which is the approach that a lot of people go with. But this one, Wheeler Kincaid sort of has gone to a more, like I said, destruction type thing. It's sort of
it's like a dilapidated schoolhouse.
Playground, schoolhouse type thing. Yeah. Like there's a slide and there's a pile of rocks that we can climb on, but it's going to have like graffiti and everything all over it. So it's sort of inner city type, a setting that way. But we have a big platform that's like 11, 12 feet tall that goes around the whole set. So we've broken down the stage and built around that and not used the whole stage, but just minimized it a little bit.
All right, super. Well, be careful with that platform, but break a leg anyway.
Yeah.
Godspell is November 30th through December 9th at the Bean Brown Theater. For tickets and showtimes, call 205-391-2277. Learn more online at theatertusk.com.